Okay, so step one of turning on your sprinkler system after the winter. When you have a winterized sprinkler system, it should look something like this. The way you can tell it's winterized is because this is at a 45-degree angle, as is this thing back here. And also these screws right here are at 45-degree angles. What we want to do first of all is make these things like this, just like that, and then the other one just like this. And that's going to make sure that these two things are closed. If I had turned these the other direction, this way, like that, then water would come flying out of here once I turn the thing on. And that's not what we want. We want that to be completely closed off. And then this right here is where the water is going to come out of the wall. It's going to come up here, come back down here, and then come down here, and then go out to the yard. So we want to make sure that this right here is turned this direction, so that it's completely open. Okay, so I actually had to put the camera down for a second to do this because it was really hard to turn this thing. But it should be like that. And then this one right here, we're going to turn this way so that it's completely on. This is going to allow the water to come through here, come all the way up, come all the way through here, go back down to the ground without being obstructed by any of these things. So this should be in the on position, this should be in that position, and these screws should be in that position. So now let's go downstairs and I'll show you the next step to get this thing turned on. Okay, so once we get down here, you're gonna see a network of pipes that look something like this. Yours might look a little bit different. This particular house has a well. So this is the big pressure tank where the water shows up in here and then it gets pressurized and comes down through this. And this particular pipe is the one that goes up outside to the sprinkler system. So if you remember that pipe that I showed you coming out of the wall upstairs, that's this one that goes right up there. And the nice thing about this house is that the previous owners, or whoever built the house, was kind enough to label it, so it was pretty clear. But this one right here is the one that we're going to open up when we want to let the water start flowing back out to the sprinkler system. And this one right here, so you'll notice that like this is where it's stopping right now. So the water pressure is going all the way up to here. So if we wanted to, we could turn on the water right here, just like that. But if we turn on this thing right here, this is actually an excess drainage release valve thing, whatever you want to call that, because I'm not sure if it leaks from here or if water just comes back down from this pipe. But basically, if you don't have this thing open, water can collect here and just fill up and up and up and up and up throughout the winter. And if it fills up high enough, it can actually freeze and crack this pipe right here. So that's why you want to leave this thing open during the winter, so that if there is any excess water coming up through here, it's going to drain down through here, right through this thing. So that's why we generally keep this thing here throughout the entire winter, just in case anything does have to drip through here, it's got a place to go. So we're going to make sure this is closed, and then we're going to turn this to the left and turn it on, and then you're going to hear water coming through here to the sprinkler system. So let's go ahead and do that now. And then you'll hear that going for a little bit until it fills everything up out there. And then the next step is to go to your control box and make sure everything is programmed correctly the way you want it. And then we just come out here, and however you turn your sprinkler system on, you just turn it on. And you pick one of the zones and test it out. So far, seems to be working. At least the water is officially coming through. But in terms of just how you get the water flowing again, that's how it works. Best of luck.